Okay, so now another concept inside inheritance, which is really important. What is the access modifier? Class member access modifier. From where? From where can I access what variable? So the type of variable that I may have inside any class are four different types. I may define a variable as public. A variable could be defined as protected. A variable may be defined with no modifier, nothing, unidentified. And a variable may be defined as private. And I have three different, let's be here, three different or four different places that I could access from. I may access a variable from inside the same class. If you go back to our here, let's say professor's class that we did. Where's the professor's class? I may access a variable inside the same class. Okay, if I want to access a variable from the same class, so I don't have any problem. Either regardless of the type of the modifier I define, if it's defined as a public, is okay, protected, nothing, or private, I can from inside the same class to access it. But if I'm inside the same package but in a different class, I may access all of them inside, regardless of the private ones. So this package is package 1, professor class inside package 1. So from inside this package, at another class, I can access the public, the unidentified, and the protected, but the private I cannot. We'll see an example for that. If I go to a subclass at children, I still can access the public or the protected one only, but the non-modifier or the private cannot be. If I go to another package, let's say I have a package 1 and another package 2, I can access only the public ones. Let's see an example for that. Let's inside here, forget about that, what we did here, but inside a professor, I have this salary as public. Let's call it pub. So sorry guys, I will remove all of that here. Remove this one and this one. Remove those ones. And I will leave one and remove one. Okay. And I will remove all of that here. So I will have public integer public. I will have private integer private like this. And let's say protected integer proof. So I think it's not a capital one, it's small, yeah. Prot like this. And unidentified, let's say it's integer un like this. I have the four variables here. Do I have any problems inside the same class to access any of them? So inside the same class of professor here, if I do system.out.print print line, and I can access pub. It's called pub or what? Yeah, so I can access, but we have to create an object first for that. So let's create an object professor a equal new professors. So you can for sure access a.pub. You don't have a problem. You can have access private, you can access protected, you can access public, unidentified. You don't have any restriction for that as long as you are inside the same class. This is what this slide said. So inside the same class, I can access all of them. Okay, so that was if we were as the same class. So we don't have any problem if we create an object from the same class. Inside the class, we can access the public, the protected, and private or no modifier. We don't have any problem for that. But if we still inside the same package, we and create an object of this class, we still can access all of those ones inside the same package except the private variables. So let's move and try that here. So inside this package is package 1. We are at the same package like professors now. Let's create another class, another Java class. Let's call it, for example, B2, and we create another public main there. Inside this main class, I would like to create an object from professor. As long as I'm inside the same class, I can create an object from professor with no problems. So if I repeat that and create an object from professor here, okay, I would like to see now how many variables of this class professor could be seen here in another class but at the same package. If you just click dot here, it's clear that you can see the variable of protected and public and undefined. Any one of them. So if you set, for example, protected like this, and you try to run that, you have 0 because, as we said before, the default, let's initialize the default constructor and initialize it to 0. Let's do it 10 here and try to access that from this other class so we have it 10. We don't have any problems as long as we are at the same class. We can create an object of the class, and every single public variable, protected variable, undefined variable, unidentified variable could be seen at any class as the same package. The problem would be if you transfer it to another package. Let's say this package 2, and inside this package 2 we create a class. Let's call it anything. Let's call it, for example, B3, and we include a main function inside it. So as this class here, this is at another package 2. So by default, this class B3 cannot see any of other packages. But let's try to do the same. So here I will create the object A. So what did I just here? This is okay, and here like this. So yeah. So what happened now is by default, when I created an object from A, what happened is it import package1.professors. This is very important, guys. As long as I'm in another package, I cannot see the classes of other package unless I import it. So I have two options, either to import package 1. Import means just bring it from wherever it is and put it in front of me as this package 2, so I can see it. Inside this package, I am now at another package. I created an object. I imported this class from there. If I did dot here, you find that I can only access the public of this class. So if we go there and put the public here like 20, so it should be 20. If I run here, I have 20 as output. Public could be seen. Back to our lecture to be sure. So here, let's not talk about this now. So here, I'm in not the same package. Every single parameters could not be accessed or seen, but only the public could be seen from another package. So this is clear now. So if I'm still in another package, but I do have a class that a child of this class, I can see the public and I still can see the protected as well. So here, I'm in this package, another package. If I created another class, let's call it B4, but this is extends professors. Or in order to not to be confused, just we will let this one extend confuse. This one here extend professors. So I don't have a problems right now. I make this class B3, which is in another package, to extend and be a child of professor. So now here, if you this dot here, you can find that you have to run that, and I have to do it like this. Oh, sorry, I'm just confused. So if I create an object from A, this A, as you see, can see only public. But B3, which is a child of A, has more privilege here. See that? If you create an object from B3, so we say B3 child equal new B3. And if you would like to do that for the child, system.out here, let's call child dot see. So child, this is a child class, can see the public and protected of professor. The child class at another package can see the public and protected of professor. Okay, so you can see here protected. If you run that, you will have the 20 and the 20 with this one, the public of A, and here is a protected. You can create this one to public here, and you have 20 and 20. You don't have a problem for that. So to be clear, in another package, this is kind of confusing. In another package, the object of the class itself can see only the public variables of the class. But if you create a child from this class that inherit everything at this new package, this child can see the public and the protected. Okay? I hope you're not confusing about that. So again, if I'm here to my slide, so these two, the first two, when we talk at the same package, these two when we talk about another package. If you are at another package, you can see as an object of the class the public only. But if you created the child, you can see you extend the public and the protected at the same time. So that's for now for lecture number 17, I guess. 17, yeah, lecture number 17, when we talked about the inheritance and the Acess modifier. Class member, Acess modifier. Thank you for watching.